Hey everyone, welcome to the video today. It's 9:37 a.m. The bell has already rung, and so yes, it is, gosh, what is today? Tuesday? Tuesday. I was out for a week and my whole week is just turned upside down, and that mixed in with me not feeling the greatest. It's been a really crazy start to the week. So let's go ahead and take a look at things. I'm going to take a look at our normal ES chart. I'm going to take a look at that first. Then I'm going to take a look at NQ, and then I'm also going to be taking a look at Bitcoin, of course, for all of my crypto enthusiasts out there. But before I get into any of this, as you all know, this is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. You are responsible for your own trades, managing your own risk, doing your own research, and I'm just giving my opinion on the market. Okay, so let's go ahead and move into the chart. So I was just talking on the Discord saying that basically I'm not a buyer right now. I'm not a buyer until we can break up above 3408. So yesterday we closed below a pretty important level, which is that's basically going to be our our green box here, right? So we've been talking about this green box, and we pretty much just confirmed it as resistance. So it looks to me like we have a support and resistance flip. I'm not interested in buying until we break up above 3408. All right, and there's a couple reasons why that is important, so I'm just going to kind of clean this up a little bit. We're kind of stuck in between in between some levels here. I currently am not long. I am actually the only main position I have. I do have some equity, but the only main position I'm in is my short on NQ. I will talk about that here in a moment, but right now I'm not long. I did get long on SPY or ES or SPX or S&P 5, whatever you want to call it. I did get long down here. And we rode that up, and I rode it until yesterday. Okay, when we broke down below this, I got out. I got out in profit, and so that was good. And I'm short from the equivalent on NQ was right up here. So I'm going to continue to stay in that short. For probably a while now. I'm probably going to hold on to that for a while. And see, the reason why is because, we have this descending trend line. It's basically this channel where we were talking about buying back here. And, I was able to get a little bit of a scalp. I got out. I got out of that already. So right now I'm not looking at buying anything. Okay, when I say that we're kind of stuck in between two different levels here, let me just throw on some important the beginning and the ending here, because we basically bounced the 50 here, and it looks like we're pulling back a little bit here. We're bouncing at the 50. If we take a look at this, we're taking this from the bottom down here. Look left, right? So here's the bottom of our fib pull, and then the top of our fib pull is going to be right here at the top of this wave 1, potentially a wave 1. And if you haven't already noticed here, I already discussed this on the Discord, I did change my count significantly. What I originally I had this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So basically we had a 1, 2, 1, 2, and I think that has been invalidated. So still a bullish count, but what I think we've got here is a 1, A, B, C into the 2, and then we've got a little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the 3, A, B, C expanded flat here into the 4, and then we've got a choppy move up, but we get ourselves up here into this 5, and then from here, we've been kind of talking about this 5, A, B, C, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we're going to come down here to 333. I mean, it looks like it wants to push down there. I'm not going to get long until we get back down to 333 or we break up above 3408. Right now, it's not worth it to be buying right here. Yeah, we bounced off the 50, but look, from up here, we come down, right? So this is a secondary Fibonacci pull. We have our top here. We pulled down, and then we retrace to the 50, and we get rejected at the 50. And that was at 3408.75, which was the bottom of our little green box that has been so important. We had support here. We had support down here. We had support down here. And we tried to get support again, and we fell through. What happens? Well, we've got resistance there now. So our negative 236 extension is going to be sitting right here at 33.31, and the 618 of this entire move up is at 33.2875. Right here is our new green box. This box is no longer green. This box is now red because this is resistance. This is resistance for us right now. So what do we have now? We have support, and where is our support? I'm just going to throw this guy right here. It's a teeny, 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 tiny box that we've got right now. That's right at the 618. We can throw the 65 on there if you'd like and see if we can get a good little box here. Now, keeping in mind we're currently bouncing off of that 50. Let's get the 65 on here. It doesn't look like I've got it on there, so 0.65, and we've got a box. If we want to pull that down, let's go ahead and do that. We have a little box down here where we can be looking to buy, and that's going to be down here. When do we hit it? If we hit it, it's going to be this week, more than likely. And it's more than likely going to be a spring. Okay, more than likely we're going to spring off of that. What I also want to do is I want to see if we can get a 50 on this. That's up there. That's a -5. So let's put a 1.5 on this. I believe that'll get us what we're looking for, 1.5. That's that guy right there. Let's just see if we have any kind of confluence for a median on this. So right here, it could totally hit, and this is going to actually, this could be today. The nice thing about today is options don't expire on SPY today. So for us to get a spring, it's very, very possible. I don't want to say likely, but it's possible that from up here we see a nice little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We get down there, and then we see a move up and a significant move up from there. I think that that would be our best case for us to come down here to this median, and this is, looking like it's possible. Possible this happens maybe even in the early hours tomorrow. So I'm not going to spend too much time talking about this, too much more time, but again, what we're really looking for here is basically a 1, 2, 3, a deep 3, pull back for the 4, and then we come down here for the 5 to complete wave C, to complete wave 2. Okay, and that wave 2, again, if we just pull this out, completes this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we have our 5, 3, 5 correction. This looks pretty steep, but if this happens really quick, we can spring right out of here. I am interested in buying down here now. I'm interested in buying at 333, 332. This range I'm interested in buying. A stop loss on this is still going to be right here. This invalidation level, which I've had here, it's going to be at about 3,300. I'm interested in getting out of any long positions if we do break down below 3,300. Assuming we do get down there at all. If we do break up above 3408.75, if we start closing hourlies inside of this box, this is a sign of strength for me, and I'll be looking to get back into some long positions. But for right now, I'm not. I don't know that I would go short here, right? If you're not already short from up here, which let me go to the NQ chart. If you're not already short, I had this red box here. This red box has been damn perfect. Yeah, if you're not short from up here, I wouldn't be going short right now. It looks like NASDAQ is stronger than ES right now. So that's something to be said as well. Ultimately, let me just remove this guy. The count here, again, is very similar to what we've got on, similar to the count that we have on the S&P from down here on wave 4. 1, 2, 3, A, B, C here into the 4. This looks better because, this is not an expanded flat. This is just a normal zigzag that we've got here going into wave 4. And then we've got our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to complete this move up here to wave 1. And then we have an A, B, C. It's really choppy through here. I don't have a really fantastic way to count this guy right here just because it's such a mess. But ultimately, I do think that it's possible that this thing has bottomed. So I'm still bullish. But I'm watching the ES chart to determine if I flip and start taking longs up above 34,875. On this, it looks like it's bottomed. right? But it's still possible we come back down here. Maybe we come to the 618 again. This is the same fib pull that we have over on the other one. Let me get rid of the 786. Let's throw the 50 on there, and let's put the 0 and 100% on this. And you can see again we did bounce off the 50, but we cut pretty deep. So it leads me to believe it's very possible that we do find our way to come down here to the 618. If we get down here to the 618, you guys had better try buying. Like, I don't want to see anybody skipping out on trades. If we get down here to the 618 on both NQ or ES, you guys had better buy. You guys had better try. Okay. And again, throwing that 65 on here, you've got a clean stop loss, right? What kind of a stop loss is this? All right, so let's just say for a moment that you buy right at the 618. Okay, right at the 618. Well, what's your upside target? Well, it's going to be new highs. It's going to be way up there. You're going to look at least 10%. What's your stop loss? On the other side of the 65, what, 0.5%? You want to give up a potential 10% or more trade on a 0.5% risk? You got to take that trade. 0.5%? I take that trade all day long. So if we do get down there, I'm going to take this trade. That's what's going to happen. Same thing with ES. If we get down there, I'm going to take this trade. What's our upside target for this? Well, let's throw the negative 236 extension on here. Right there. That guy is going to be where we're going to be looking to get out of this trade. So what do we have? What do we have? All right. Down here at the 618, and I know this chart looks ugly, and I apologize for that. But if we take this trade here at the 618, which is where I want to get long. Now again, if we break up above 3408, my plans will change. But there you're looking at 9%. 9%. And what's your stop loss? What? 0.33%? I mean, you could give yourself 1% there, I suppose, which would take us all the way down here past invalidation. So I mean, there's 0.86%. I mean, shoot, are you going to give away 10-to-1 ratio on this? You got to take that trade. All right, now let's go take a look at Bitcoin. This one, oh man, I have to fix this. All right, so I'm going to spend some time fixing this. Get rid of this channel, which we are now up and out of this channel. Okay, so obviously we've moved up and out of here. So I'm going to adjust this guy because we obviously have some other stuff going on here. 3, 4, we get the 5 down here. Here we go, the 5 here, and then we've got the 3, 4, and then let's put our 5 over here at the bottom there. And that would be the completion of wave 2. So far, this looks to be what is actually going on here. And then from there, we've got wave, let's see here, let's get this guy here, pull this down. We've got our wave 1 here. And I still think this is an A, B, C here into wave 2. Our critical support is still obviously, our critical support is moving up. Our critical support is really this 11,120 at this point. But I'm going to remove him for right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This works, but I don't think this is a 3. Okay. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. So I actually think wave 3 is up here, and then we're going to come down for wave 4, and then we go up for wave 5. All right, so if we do count this as a wave 3 up here, we should be coming back to the 382. I don't know if we're going to come down that low. Let's put the 236 on here and see where that could possibly pull us back to. Maybe 12.6, assuming that was the top, at least for right now. It's possible. It's possible because from down here, I think we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a 5 to complete this wave 3. It works. It fits. All right. So let's go to an hourly chart so we can see a little more of what's going on here. So again, we've got a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we go up for 5, which is going to be only wave 3. So this is probably going to end up going higher. You know, I'm still looking at a potential for a move up to 15.4 to 16.9. Okay, so this wave 5 should complete up here somewhere in this range. Then we do a pullback for wave 4. Again, looking at this from down here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we go up for a 5. Up here at potentially, this looks like it's going to be late December. Let's see, if I go to a 3-hour chart, is it going to project out that far for me? No, this is basically at the turn of the new year. We're looking for that potential move up to this high. All right, that's where I'm looking for this to complete. I'm not married on this being a WXY, just for the record. I don't know that that's exactly what's happening here. I do believe that we will see a path up here. If you're not currently in position, I'd be setting some bids down at about 12.7 or 12.6. Possible it does cut down to 12.2. I don't know that it's going to get that low, but if it does, it would make a whole lot of sense. So let's just go ahead and zoom in on this here real quick and see why a move down to this 382 would be a good thing to see. Well, what do we have? What do we have? We've got a critical support right here, which is just on the other side of this 382. Let's pull this guy over. Critical support here. This zone is going to be pretty critical. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and box this in. So if we take this high right there and we take it to that high right there, we've got a box. So cutting down into this box seems pretty likely. If this 3 actually isn't done, and let's just see if we've met the criteria for wave 3. From down here at the bottom of this wave 2, if we do a 1 and then a 2, I mean, we have met this criteria for wave 3. We've pushed up above where wave 3 would go. So it's very possible that we do see a top up here. We do a little bit of a pullback. Potentially, I mean, we could come down to 12.2. I don't know that we will. I'd be layering some bids between the 236 and the 382 because our upside is still there for us to move up here to 15.3. Okay, so let's just say that we throw a P&L right at the top of this box, which is about halfway between the 236 and 382. What is our rate of return on this? If we take ourselves all the way up there, that's a 23% gain. And what's our risk? Our risk is going to be pretty high, 3%, 3% risk for a potential 23% gain. I mean, would you take that trade? I would. 3%, that's nothing. That's nothing. If we break down below 12.2, then it's possible that this move is done, but I don't think it is. I think that if we do find our way back down here, we got to take this trade. That's based off of this support level over here. Possible we do come all the way back down here to this 382 at 12.2, but then our upside target is still sitting up there. Upside target is still sitting at 15.4. Now from 15.4, I think we do a little bit more of a pullback. We get back here into this cluster, this volume cluster here, and then we see our final move up to 16.7. 16.7. From there, we'll have to wait and see. I think we get a more significant pullback at the turn of the new year. I mean, it is what it is. Maybe we don't, but we'll go ahead and continue trading, based on this path to get us up here to 16.7. So take this 23% trade, let it pull back, and then from here you can take another trade. Let's just say for a moment it comes right back here to this cluster. Well, what's our upside potential? Obviously this isn't set in stone, right? But there's another 30% trade that you could possibly take here, because if this works out this way, we've got potentially from up here, we have a pullback. Maybe we get to 382, A, B, C. Maybe we do get down here to 382, and then you got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get ourselves right up here. I think we get a swift pullback based on this. Probably going to be steep, and then we're probably going to get a little bit of chop, and then we take this trade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get ourselves all the way up there. I think that this is probably going to happen sometime around the turn of the new year. That's going to take our final move. Our final move up. So let's go ahead and fix this guy, pull him back. That now turns into a 31% trade, assuming we come back down here to this level. Obviously, this is me trying to prophesize something that's impossible to do. I still think it's possible we make our way up here to 16.7, but if we get up there, this is likely going to be the path it takes to get there. You've got a simple 23% trade with a 3% risk. Then you've got another 31% trade. We don't know what the risk is yet because this hasn't happened. So we'll just have to wait and see. Again, I'm going to continue to keep you guys updated here. What's up, Home Fitness 101? So yeah, this is what I've got on Bitcoin. This is what I've got on ES. This is what I've got on NASDAQ. Those are the three important assets to pay attention to. I'm going to go ahead and end it right now. And if this video did help you in any way, shape, or form, you know the deal. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Good to see a lot of people joining in today. I continue to do these videos on almost daily basis unless I'm out of the office or it's the weekend. And yeah, if you want access to our Discord, if you're not on our Discord, just throw a comment in the YouTube chat. I'll do my best to get an invite code out to you. It doesn't cost anything to be part of our little community. We've got a nice little group of people in here. I'm really proud of what we've created. And of course, as always, wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having a